am Varsha Yades, teaching in KKR English School Saraswati Nagar as a history teacher. Today we are going to learn history of the standard 6. In last session we have been started the first lesson, that is the subcontinent and the history. Now in last session we have learned about the geographical features and important region, that was the Thar Desert and the Deccan Plateau. In today's session we are going to learn the coastal region and the islands in the sea, that I will be showing you on a map.
So, the fifth point, that is a coastal region. Now, as India has been surrounded with the water, sea water, oceans, so therefore the coast from this the trade was being held. Now, as water was there, so the port was being first for the trading purpose was being used. So India now here So India has been developed a contact with the foreign countries, that is to the western countries, eastern countries also. So it was been considered as an important trading part. And afterwards the land route was been started, but still the sea route was been given a more important. Its importance has not been diminished. Okay, got it? What is the about a coastal region? Now next part, that is of the island in the sea. There are the two islands which are been considered are in a Indian, but they are being not contiguous. They are not joined to India. They are the far away from it, but it is in a water, that is an island, and it is Andaman and Nicobar Island is in a Bay of Bengal, and the Lakshadweep Island, that is in a Arabian Sea. They were been having a importance when the trade was being carried on, and many the Greek or the foreigners were been visiting, and they have been mentioned about the Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep. One of the Greek sailor who has visited India, he has mentioned in his book about these two islands, from where the trade was also been carried over. And his book was The Periples of the Earthern Sea, or one more name it was been, that was a handbook of a sea, Red Sea. Okay, so these are some of the important region which we have been learned today, that are the coastal region, then the islands, Deccan Plateau, then Thar Desert, about the Himalayan mountain range, the Hindu Kush mountains, then the rivers which are joining to the Bangladesh, today's Bangladesh. Now we will be learning a third part, that is of the Indian subcontinents. The third part, that is the Indian subcontinent. Now in cities of the Harappan and the Mohenjo-daros, which are in Pakistan. Okay, so now which were the subcontinent which was been said to be as a South Asia also, the regions, they were the Afghanistan, Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka and India. They together, these all countries forms the region that is known as the South Asia. Same way, it is also been considered to be as known as the Indian subcontinent. Now, because that area is been expanded and significance of it, and so it has been said to be as the Indian subcontinent. But now, as all these countries are joined to the India, but the China and Myanmar, these are also to be connected to the India only, but they are not been considered to be in a Indian subcontinent. They are neighboring countries, they are having the importance, but not the Indian subcontinents. The Harappan civilization, which was being settled in India and near to the Pakistan also, but to the north side of this South Asia. So we have been understood which are the Indian subcontinents. So in next lesson we will be learning about the another part. And now they have been, this China and Myanmar is also been having a trade relation with the India, but they are not connected to the Indian subcontinent. So we have been learned about Indian subcontinent as well as the geographical features of India. Thank you.